abusia say na ekoso South Africa ye na wotwe aye den etwa mu
na yam hwe wabra musia Ghana ni watu ne sino no wabra musia o man Ghana ni bi na Ghana ni ya mi kana semu hwe ya Ewurade Nyankopon ni na say yesi enkoya ya man yi
afa ye free ha no oboto aso komu various hospitals wo ekopamo omo nya South Africa fo nyina free omo hospitals wo say if you are not a South African move from the various hospitals.
If you know yourself that you are not South African, please stand up. Please stand up. Please don't try and stand up right now. Stand up. Sister, are you South African? Are you South African? Because we are going to check everybody. Check them. Come for God. Please, if you are not South African, come with me. Come. Come with me. Come. Come.
Let them
go out. You guys are not South African. Go out. You can go to Unjani, block P there, or Obuchilo Hospital. Go. Hey, pass. Because Zimbabwe, you run past and go to the border. Hurry. Madam South African. Please stand up. If you know yourself that you're not South African, please be able with control. All these nurses and doctors, they are here for South Africans. Get up South Africa. Please stand up. Don't try us. What's that? You run past the border again.
Say na South Africa for the timamfo a omoti omukro nya South Africa na ba omo ya hoho for na busia sa suban we your friend no broni beka de say xenophobia na xenophobia de na kire ene racism eyepe say omanfo bi mu ebe sorry ati another omanfo bi omo omukro mu a like by law no they are not citizens e wo krom ho but omo free omanfo fro na abo omukro mu ye de edidwa na say krom ho for na sorry ati omo say e bia omo su ba mi nti na omo mpa omo krom ho bi abusia say ena ekoso South Africa memu na what you mu no side we akoso because South Africa for complain say other African countries are omo Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya and other countries no omo omukro mu no omaje omukro na boso so they should rather what go back to your various countries and help develop their countries and yes South Africa mum no me dem omo ba ba tan omo ye protest bebre na busia omo activists bi so di tuja say all nationals are omanfo bi omo South Africa omo free South Africa ho no they should go back to their country.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
Passport.
Eh? Now you are carrying your bucket. It's 11 a.m. You were supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they are getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they do.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's the passport?
Take it out.
Let me see your passport. Let me see. Luna. Okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you, I'm not foolish. These things, let me tell you, you know by law you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport.
No.
Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
Okay.
Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
You see, it was raining.
I follow you guys now on Facebook. How you?
It was raining these days. Then when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That's why I satisfy it so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that.
Okay.
Ghana don't do that.
All right, sharp.
Ghana
Let me
is
show
the
you.
only African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are abusing our systems, on the 10th of April, okay, the 10th of April, you entered your country when. The very same day you came back when it's a proof. Proof. Here's the proof.
That crocodile can't go.
You went to Ghana on the 10th, and then you came back.
No,
Because here it says you exited Ghana to South Africa. When? Here it says you entered, here you exited. And it's the same date. It's the 10th of April, 10th of April.
This stamp you got there in Elov Street on the street. This is where you got the stamp.
Oh, they've got a connection here.
No.
I am telling you, that's where they buy it from.
No,
Abusia enti say na omde ye Ghana ni a ono so o South Africa ono so edi ne nkui den ewo ho na omo che ne say he was not supposed to be there. Also onko back to Ghana na onko fight Ghana government na Ghana government ye den e man adwuma ne on South Africa ho na oba bepe adwuma ye no ide wonyeska na protest na koso a ebi su nam krom say ne bi mu so ye den e kan omo de
different countries, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Ghana, Nigeria. Last in this year, we saw our South African in Nigeria. They were naked, running on the street. How do we feel as South African? We don't do those things to them, but they are doing things that is painful to us. They are calling us names. How stupid we are as South African. We are just lazy. But in our own country, can they live? Can they live? We don't have a problem with them. They must pack and leave. They occupy the buildings. They do as they wish. But now our government sees that these people, they are overdoing things in us. Because it's years we were complaining as leaders to say we are sick and tired of what is happening. Our children are dying. If a man loves you, he must take you back where he's coming from. We cannot marry a man from Nigeria to be my husband in South Africa. If he loves me, take me to Nigeria, wherever. Let them go with their wife, with their kids. That will be fine for us. Thank you.
Abusia so who protest na kon so say na ye de tie ma me say ono kra no ye Nigeria na so be ware na men ware na in South Africa krom ho ware na fa ne kon Nigeria. You are not supposed to be in South Africa. South Africa is for South Africans. Na abusia de ekoso yi ama ye nua bi so de atudwa say South Africa for the do mo ye nyina no about 80% of their land is owned by the white folks.
80% of our land in South Africa is white owned. We're basically fit. Dog. Every bus street. In our own country. We're begging, man. And who's our enemy? I don't like that statement. I feel like a white man made that statement. A white man coined that term. A white man caused the divisions between us as black people. And they're winning, man. Because as long as we are divided as Africans, the longer the white man gets to stay in power, the more wealth the white man gets to accrue. The richer and richer they get, the poorer and poorer we get. Doesn't help we fight amongst each other and to say, this guy from Zimbabwe is doing what. When that guy also ain't got shit, man. That guy from Burundi you're hating on, he ain't got shit, man. The person you should be hating on is the guy sitting there in some lavish estate. That white guy who owns like Fetu in your hometown alone owns like 60% of.
We should have to just say South Africans will be on person more the woman contact will be more. It should be the white people living there because they own about 80% of South African land. So what you say? South Africa for Nankasano Crown or only lands. They are white, no they only lands. And then these Ghanaians and Nigerians are one, Kenyans are South African. I guess what Makoji Juma is meant for South Africans. So no, they are all doing their petty trading over there. But Juma wa haban Juma wa South Africa for that is omun kosko so mun yeden yo nti Juma no mun ye bi so they feel say they are not getting jobs to do while the foreigners are rather enjoying. I say and omo president to say den e dia tuja.
We will not tolerate violence and acts of lawlessness directed at foreign nationals. No foreign national should be unlawfully barred from accessing public facilities, including health facilities and schools.
Abusia, when you South African president, also the idea them or the Atujana said they have no rights on Bepamo, foreign nationals from hospitals, from schools, and other things. Now, Abusia, South Africa for according to sources, there's so many then because they rather want to worship the white people over there than to cohabit with their fellow African people. Now, the video we let's just say white needy. Na South Africa for mumu eto nyom de yeden e praise wo say ene e South Africa krom ho no ho white no kakra na few white na wo ho no say omomoji independent no mo white na 70 few no omo na only South African lands bebre And South Africa for no, they feel okay with the white. But omu black na when you know na yebua a build Africa na Africa yeah unite no omon pesa because omon page. So your video we are they rather sing for the white people than to what get a job or do something better for themselves. Now Bruni biswa kasana Bruni say the South Africans should stop harassing African nationals but rather the white people.
My brothers and sisters in South Africa, I want to urge you to stop blaming your brothers and sisters in Nigeria and from Zimbabwe for your hardships and for your economic woes and the problems facing your country. It is not the fault of your fellow African brothers. The problem that you encounter is caused by people who look like me, people who have this fair white skin. They are the cause of your problems, as they always have been. For it was white people who colonialized your land. It was white people who stole your resources, and it was your white people who enslaved you into a system of apartheid. So do not blame your brothers and sisters, but look to apportion the blame where it really lies. Now, this is not to demonize all white South Africans, and in my times in traveling in your country, I have recognized that things have changed and that the younger generations of people of European origin are nowhere near as bigoted as their fathers and their grandfathers. Things are changing, and people do have more progressive attitudes. However, it is those people living on their farms who stole your land who are the problem, and not your Nigerian and Zimbabwean brothers and sisters.
Abusia, yasika akum, yajino, kweku, enum sana mpaying for a day. Ese, njize ote yeno, se last week, bruha haya kwa South Africa, omopamo African nationals ni nyina no, say na yeden akusi. Ni nyina ne se, they feel say, aye Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe, other African countries ne juma juma. Meanwhile, juma no, enyo mo na ejiaye because omo asase kro moteso no, quite few ne wo hon afa asase ni nyina. Nti utie say the papa nso yeden ekasa ye say they shouldn't blame their African brothers and sisters, but they should blame the white people living among them. Ebusia say na odien fa ho any video we the omo ye no ebeboa because we say no other African countries sorry, Nigeria for sorry, Ghana sorry, Kenya, other countries now sorry. So all South African companies so other African countries should also move to South Africa. Do you think say ebe asem papa na for wadwen chere eto comment section ase na follow this page and subscribe na afi no yemboa na improve and na expand this particular channel so that be betimi aboa amaye mind so ide etumpo ebusia until we meet again, stay blessed. Makramo.